This is Dr. Ravi Srinivasan, lecturer in Commerce and Management from PB Siddhartha College of Arts and Sciences. Right now, I giving the lecture on the functions of the Reserve Bank of India. Reserve Bank of India is the central bank of our country. It is have the some important features. So like Reserve Bank of India is the supreme monetary authority of India. This organization is responsible for printing of the currency notes and also managing the supply of money in Indian economy. RBI is the apex institution. It has to give the whatever may be the bank. It may be the private sector bank or private and public sector combined, and also the public sector bank, whatever it may be the type of the bank, compulsory. Every bank has follows the rules and regulations given by the Reserve Bank of India. Reserve Bank of India works as the custodian of foreign exchange reserve and also the banker to the government of India, banker to the various state governments and controller of credit. The Reserve Bank of India was established in 1935 by the Banking Regulation Act 1934 with a capital of 5 crores rupees. Reserve Bank of India is the central bank of our country. Okay, what are the main functions of the Reserve Bank of India? The prime and foremost important function of the Reserve Bank of India is the monopoly of note issue, supervisor of financial system. Financial system comprises the financial institution, financial instruments, financial services, and also the financial intermediaries. And foreign exchange management, bankers bank, monopoly of note issue, lender of the last resort, bankers bank. And also we go to the one by one slides. Monopoly of note issue. The Reserve Bank of India has the monopoly for printing the currency notes in the country. It maintains the same amount of the same value of the gold as the reserve, and how much the value of the currency it has to be printed and releases for the circulation. It has the sole right to issue the currency notes of the various denominations, except 1 rupee notes. The 1 rupee note is issued by the Ministry of Finance. The Reserve Bank of India has adopted the minimum reserve system for issuing or printing the currency notes. Since 1957, it maintains gold and foreign exchange reserves of the 200 crores rupees, of the which at least 115 crores rupees should be in gold and remaining in the foreign currency. That means foreign exchange. This is the only one bank which may have the monopoly of the note issue. The second important function of the Reserve Bank of India is banker to the government. The second important function of the Reserve Bank of India is to act as the banker, agent and advisor to the government of India and also the state governments, various state governments. It performs all the banking functions of the state and central government, and it also renders or provides useful advices to the government on matters related to economic and monetary policy. It also manages the public debt of the government. That means whatever the services rendered by the bank to the ordinary customer, the Reserve Bank of India provides the same functions to the government also. The next and third important function of the Reserve Bank of India is bankers bank. The Reserve Bank performs the same functions for the other commercial bank as the other banks ordinarily perform for their customers. RBI lends money to all commercial banks and other banks of the country. And the other next function of the Reserve Bank of India is controller of the credit. Reserve Bank of India controls the credits by exercising the variations in the rates of the interest. The RBI undertakes the responsibility of controlling credit. How the Reserve Bank of India controls the credit? By using the variations. Whenever the Reserve Bank of India wants to increase or improve the debts, that means the deposits, the Reserve Bank of India may increase the interest rates of the bank. Whenever Reserve Bank of India wants to decrease the volume of the deposits, the Reserve Bank of India decreases the rate of the interest on the deposits and also maybe increase the loans or interest rates on the loans. This is the exercising of the variations of the interest rates. RBI uses two methods to control the extra flow of money in the economy. These methods are quantitative and also the qualitative techniques to control and regulate the credit flow in the country. What is the meaning of the qualitative and quantitative? Qualitative means which cannot be denoted in terms of the numbers is called as the qualitative. Then what about the quantitative, which can be denoted, which can be measured in terms of the numbers and numerical values is called as the quantitative. These two approaches are maintained by the Reserve Bank of India by providing the function of the control of credit. The next function of the Reserve Bank of India is the custodian of foreign reserves. That means custodian of the foreign exchange reserve. Foreign exchange reserve is the one of the parameter for the development of the economy of any nation. For the purpose of keeping the foreign exchange rate stable or consistent manner, the Reserve Bank of India buys, that means purchases and sells the foreign currencies, foreign exchange securities and also currencies, and also protects the country's foreign exchange funds. RBI, Reserve Bank of India, sells the foreign currency in the foreign exchange market when its supply decreases in the economy, and whenever the vice versa, that means RBI sells the foreign currency in foreign exchange market when its supply decreases in the economy. Vice versa, that means whenever the increasing the economy, it may be purchases the foreign securities and also the foreign exchange. Currently, India has foreign exchange reserve of around of the US dollars of 360 billion US dollars. That should be maintains the foreign exchange reserve by the Reserve Bank of India. Custodian of the foreign exchange, that should be maintained. That is the one of the measuring tool of this foreign exchange reserve. The other functions provided by the Reserve Bank of India are the first and four, prior to all the functions of the five. The next function is the lender of the last resort. That means any bank may fail by providing the amount deposited by the account holder to make the repayment of the person. How much amount he deposited in the account, that should be repaid by the Reserve Bank of India. That means that is the one of the important function of the Reserve Bank of India is the lender of last resort. That means any bank in India, the depositor deposits an amount that should be repaid. Whenever the bank may become the failure or insufficient and also incapable of the providing the services, and the deposited amount may not be due back to the particular customers. These works include the for this purpose of the for this rendering of this service only, majority of the banks are surviving by whatever the steps initiated by the Reserve Bank of India. For this purpose, any customer can get the deposited amount with the support of the Reserve Bank of India, and also the success of the banking sector in India depends upon the Reserve Bank of India's supervision and also the strong and stringent, strict rules and regulations. These works, along with this lender of the last resort, the other functions of the Reserve Bank of India are: Reserve Bank of India bank performs a number of other developmental works. That means these works includes the function of clearing house. What is the meaning of the clearing house? Clearing house is a place where the mutual indebtedness between the persons, that means persons means the banking organizations, may be settled. That means the banks which may be the making the payments and also the receiving the amounts, that should be settling place, is called as the clearing house. These works, that means Reserve Bank of India works include the function of the clearing house, arranging credit for the agriculture which has been transferred to NABARD. NABARD, what is the meaning of the NABARD? National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. What is the importance of this bank in the country's development? National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. It is established for the objective of a single broad-based national level organization which works for the rural development and also to support the agriculture also. The twin objectives, main are the development of the agriculture, development of the rural areas. That is how it is possible. Collecting and publishing the economic data also provides the Reserve Bank of India, and also buying and selling of the government security, and also the gilt-edged market. So that means gilt-edged market means the secured which are having the maximum guarantee, treasury bills also, and trade bills, giving loans to the government, buying and selling of the valuable commodities. This is also very, very important. Ultimately, the bank performs the issues, the rules and regulations, and also the members' bank reserves, banker to the bank, banker to the government, and monopoly of note issue, rules and regulations, supervises, monitors the activities, so supervising of the activities, any bank, and also the issue of the taking the various ratios in the manner of the issuing of the SLR. Then what is the meaning of the SLR? Statutory liquidity ratio, and CRR, cash reserve ratio, how much amount will be kept as the reserve, and also the repo rate, and also reverse repo rate. These all are required. To get the banking organizations in a proper manner. It is also acts as a representative of the government in the International Monetary Fund and represents the membership of India. These are the very, very important functions. When compared to the world, the Indian banking sector remains a strong, and it works as the very, very good and efficient manner for performing and get the faith and trust of the customer. Why? Because of the strong issue of the rules and regulations, supervision and monitoring of the Reserve Bank of India only possible.